Okay, so I'm here at Webb Wheel. I'm with Robert from Hwacheon, and Robert, the one thing I've noticed is they've got over 40 of these 650 machines. What do you think makes this machine so special that these guys are willing to buy nearly 50 of them?
Well, absolutely. Well, Hwacheon is a full line builder, as you know.
Yeah.
We make a wide variety of turning center, both vertical and horizontal. In the vertical lineup, I think we're one of the leaders in the industry. We start with a small size and then we graduate to this VT650 right behind me. And this is my #1 selling vertical turning center on the market. It is robust, accurate, it brings good quality parts to the market. Talking about the VT650, it all starts from the foundation up, right?
Yeah.
So the design of the machine. Our design is a traveling column versus the general market out there. They still do the older style design of a fixed column and a cross rail, a thin cross rail for the x-axis.
Yeah.
Where ours is all built into the column and the column moves. So this gives you a couple of advantages. Number one, no interference point. The cross rail does make some interference into the workpiece. When you do a column traveling, it's vertical, right? Everything is the same diameter up and down. So that's one point. The other point, the elimination of the cross slide and putting all the effort into the column gives you much more rigidity into the machine tool.
Yeah.
So it's, you can just imagine the cross slide now is the column vertical. And that mass is 10 times more mass than a cross slide.
So with the difference that you have for the layout of your machine, obviously there's a lot more mass on that column. You know, obviously the rigidity, you know, we've been talking to Alan, we've been talking to Josh and other operators here. They love the sizes, the way it holds sizes. So what else about this machine?
Yeah, it all starts with the foundation of the machine, right? The design of the machine. Ours is a little bit different than everyone else in the market who makes VTLs. We are a column traveling VTL versus everybody being a cross slide VTL. The cross slide is a thin rail that the turret moves across and they have a fixed column. Where we take that and have a fixed turret, but the column travels. So now the column turns into the cross slide, which is 10 times more rigid than the traditional style. So number one, it's the design. You start with that and it'll give you superior product coming off the machine. The second point is just how we build the Hwacheon. Still hand built by our technicians in Korea, hand scraping the ways, the old style of building heavy duty machines.
Yeah.
And on top of that, we use only top-notch components, subcomponents within our design and build of the machine. For ball screws, we're using a German brand. For the bearings and the linear ways, wherever, and ball screws, we're using a Japanese brand. So just high quality product going into the machine. So you got rigidity, you got quality, and the result is high production for the customer.
Well, yeah, when you've got all those high quality components, then you're doing hand scraping, which, you know, if they're hand scraping, it's a top tier of the highest quality to get that flawless surface. And I think that's a really good reason as to why Webb Wheel here has so many of these 650s.
Correct, correct. Like I said, this is my #1 turning center out of all the product mix that we have. We have lighter duty, which is more for like automotive.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say lighter duty, smaller size.
Smaller.
Which is for automotive. And then this is more heavy industry. And then we have 2 more column traveling for even heavier industry. Big monster parts like the rail wheels and hevier industry. Yeah. And then we go to the giant ones, which we make even larger. You can fit this machine inside the machine.
That's a big machine. Yeah. And it sounds like whatever the industry you're in, Hwacheon really has a turning solution, be it vertical or horizontal, for you.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Robert.
Thank you.